What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from Team ZamRax1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my updated Dark Magician deck profile for the post November 6th, 2017 banner. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and of course guys, as I progress to the deck profile, I'll be explaining to you guys on my card choices and the reasons why I play them. I actually try to build this deck to actually compete against today's meta, especially going second. Dark Magician is a really good going first deck, but it's really hard to actually combat against today's meta with boards like Spiral Sleepers and Trigate Wizard and things like that. So I actually incorporated some cards to actually help this deck combat against today's meta going second. But nonetheless guys, I think that Dark Magician is a really fun and competitive deck that you guys can actually take to your locals and potentially even regionals or YCS, depending on the cards that you are maining in the main deck. By the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Spiral playmat today. I do free shipping to Canada and USA. International shipping may cost extra, so you guys want to help support the channel, so make sure you guys message me on my Facebook page to get your Spiral playmat today. Start with the monster real quick. You want to play, of course, Triple Dark Magician. You guys all know that you're playing a Dark Magician based deck, so you must play Triple Dark Magician. And you guys have been spamming me in the comments in the last deck profile. You guys are like, Sam, where's Mago Negro? But you know what guys, I am bringing him back into the addition of the deck profile. I actually love this card. So yeah guys, a mix of the 3 Dark Magician looks actually pretty cool. So Triple Dark Magician to start off our monsters, very standard to play in the deck. Next off, for one of the best monsters in the deck, 100%, is Triple Apprentice Illusion Magician. Like being able to ditch cards from your hand to the graveyard to basically add a Dark Magician directly from your deck to your hand is just really good. So she easily gives you access to Dark Magician directly from your deck to your hand, and it also has an amazing secondary effect to be able to boost your spellcaster monsters on the field, which is absolutely amazing. So, and she can also be brought out with Magician Navigation as well, which is really amazing. So Triple Apprentice Illusion Magician. Next off, for our starting card of the deck, you want to always open up is Triple Magician's Rod. This card is absolutely incredible. The fact that you're able to search any Magician card directly from your deck to your hand. So if you have cards like Navigations already, you want to search cards like the Circle or either Eternal Soul or vice versa. So this card is able to easily help you start off your plays. And a secondary effect where you're able to recycle himself back to your hand every single turn, so that way that you have more access to your spawn trap cards. It's just really powerful as well. So Triple Magician's Rod. And for the last Dark Magician monster you're gonna play in the deck is Double Magician of Dark Illusion. You guys don't know what this card does. The fact that during your opponent's turn, if you activate a spawn trap card to freely special summon this card from your hand, is just really good. Once this card is on the field, it counts as a Dark Magician monster, so that way that you can trigger off your Dark Magical Circle. Secondary effect is just really good as well to revive back Dark Magician from the graveyard, so that way that you can trigger off Circle. Next off, for a supporting engine you want to play, of course, one Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. This card gives you access into your Spellbook of Knowledge and also Spellbook of Secrets. Spellbook of Secrets equals Spellbook of Knowledge, and which essentially is a pot of greed of the deck, and especially with Eternal Soul. Once you use Dark Magician on the field to the graveyard, for Spellbook of Knowledge, you basically draw 2 cards, and then you activate Eternal Soul to basically revive by Dark Magician. So you basically have a pot of greed for free, which is really good. So one Spellbook Magician of Prophecy for our supporting engine. And now for our going second cards, we're going to play, of course, the 1 Maxi. Next, we're going to play Triple Ash Blossom, guys. I actually upped this card to 3 because of how powerful this card is against Spirals going second. Being able to negate Quick Fix immediately is just really, really good, so you can stop them from their tracks. Negating cards like Resort is just really good as well, Terraforming. And, basically can negate any card in today's meta game, especially against Spirals, and also cards like Pot of Desire is just really powerful. So Triple Ash Blossom is a must-have. For those of you who are on a budget, I would recommend you guys playing Ghost Ogre instead of Ash Blossom. You guys can actually substitute, Ash Blossom for Ghost Ogre instead if you guys do not have access to Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. So, and one of the best engines to actually combat against going second is you want to play the Kaijus, okay? I actually love the Kaijus, and you know what? Since Sleeper is just so relevant, and also cards like Trigate Wizard is just so relevant, you want to actually try to build this deck to actually go second as much as possible, because in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's all about chance, and it's all about luck, and sometimes you will not always win the die roll. So, having access to going second cards like Kaijus and also Dark Regeki and Slumber is just really good to actually combat against today's meta. And I actually played this version for quite some time, and I actually find myself drawing these cards going second to help you get rid of problematic cards like Sleeper and also Trigate Wizard. So once you get rid of their problematic monsters, you're able to freely go off with your plays without having to worry about any interruptions during your turn. Gameciel and Homunculus are really good cards because Dark Magician can actually freely run over the monsters. And I believe that you want to try to build this deck to be consistently going second as much as possible, because you will not always win the die roll, so you actually have 7 cards to actually combat going second. That's pretty much it for the monster lineup, guys. Really solid monster lineup in my personal opinion. Let's go off to our spells. The standard Triple Dark Magical Circle, really standard to play in the deck. Be able to banish cards during the player's turn, which is really good to help interrupt a lot of plays. The fact that you're able to reveal 3 cards and add a Dark Magician card directly from the top 3 cards of your deck is just really good, and you can also rearrange them in any order as well. So Dark Magical Circle is just really great for that. So yeah, next we're gonna play the Dark Magic Inheritance. Be able to add any Dark Magician card from your deck to your hand is just really good once you are already activating cards like Knowledge, Secrets, and things like that. So yeah, freely banish your spell cards from the graveyard to actually add any missing resources it's just really crucial in the deck. Illusion Magic, search your Dark Magician directly from your deck to your hand. Sometimes you might not see, Apprentice Illusion Magician, and you might see a Spellcaster and things like that. You can actually activate Illusion Magic to add your missing Dark Magician to your deck to your hand, so that way Eternal Soul and also Magician Navigation can always be live on the field. Double Itemize to actually help you get access to Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. The only downside about this card is that this card is not searchable off Dark Magical Circle, which is really a downfall of the deck. I really wish this card is actually searchable through this card. That would have been absolutely amazing. But Itemize helps you tour out the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. I wouldn't recommend you be playing 3 copies of this card. It definitely breaks in the deck. But you won't, I think 2 is just... I think 2 is definitely the correct ratio. I wouldn't recommend you guys playing 3. Next off, for our draw engine, I played the 1 Palo Duati. You guys can actually even bump this card up to 2. I actually might even consider myself on actually cutting this card. So next, you want to play, of course, the Spellbook engine. You want to play, double Knowledge and, of course, double Spellbook of Secrets. These cards are the draw cards in the deck. And as I said before, with Eternal Soul and you're sending Dark Magician from the field to the graveyard, you essentially have a free Pot of Greed with Spellbook of Knowledge, because you're able to revive back the Dark Magician that you use to draw 2 cards with Eternal Soul, which is really powerful. So Spellbook of Secrets and Spellbook of Knowledge is just a really good cards in the deck, because your whole entire deck are spellcasters, and you almost have all targets in the deck to actually resolve this card, which is amazing. So double Knowledge and double Spellbook Secrets. And last but not least, for our going second cards is definitely the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Really good cards, Dark Hole, and also the Regeki to actually help you combat against those massive boards that your opponent set up. So these cards are just really solid to play. And you have 7 monsters combating against going second, like cards like Ash Blossom and also Kaijus and Max C. And you also have 3 more spell cards in your deck that helps you combat going second. So a total of 10 cards out of 40 cards in your deck to actually help you beat today's meta, which is really amazing. So yeah, and if you're going first, you're definitely going to be signing these cards out into going first cards. The traps, guys, I cut it down to a minnow. You want to play the 3 main Magician Navigation and also the 3 main Eternal Soul. These cards are just really good to actually play in the deck. You guys don't know what these cards does. Very standard. The fact that Dark Magician and the Dragon Knight protects this is just really crucial, and the fact that this card is released to actually help protect this card is just really powerful, because one of the downfall of Dark Magician is that once your opponent caught a Cyclone Disc, you basically just lose the game. So having like Dark Magician and Dragon Knight to actually protect this from being targeted by card effect, this card is able to constantly revive back Dark Magician every single turn, so that way that you have a beat stick on the board. It's just really good. And Navigation helps you tutor out Dark Magician from your hand, so that way you can trigger off your circle and also be able to just tutor out cards like Apprentice Illusion Magician and also Magician's Rod directly from your deck is just really amazing as well. So triple Navigation, and do not forget the secondary effect to banish yourself from the graveyard to negate the activation of a Spawn Trap card while you control Dark Magician monster is really crucial. So make sure you guys do not forget the secondary effect. And that's pretty much it for the traps. You're definitely going to be playing more traps once you are going first. Siding to going first, you're going to be playing more traps and taking out cards that are going second in the main deck if you're going first. Also, if you guys are wondering in my spell lineup why I don't play, Dark Magic Attack, is because there's not a lot of decks in today's metagame that utilize the back row, and it actually can break in the deck. I believe that Dark Magic Attack is only really good against decks like Rogue and things like that, so, and also Paleos. So I recommend you guys signing that card instead of actually main decking it, in my personal opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the traps. Let's go off to our side deck. For our side, start off with Systems Down, really good against APCs, double Evenly Match, double Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. These cards are just really solid cards to actually combat against Spirals and also ABCs, which is really nice. Then now for our going first cards, we're going to play the Storm Mirror Force. This is just a random card. You guys can actually play this card over anything if you guys want. Solemn Warning, triple Solemn Strike, really good cards going first. And the Skill Drain. Skill Drain is just really powerful because you're going to be mainly doing Dark Magician beatdown anyways. And yeah, Dark Magician is a vanilla, so Skill Drain doesn't really hurt the deck at all. Double Cause Cyclone for back row removal, and also the 1 Dark Magic Attack. I don't main deck this card just because I believe the card is a dead draw in my personal opinion, and you never want to draw this card. You always want to search this card off Eternal Soul. And there's not a lot of decks in today's meta that actually utilizes a really heavy back row. I definitely recommend you guys signing this card instead of main decking, in my personal opinion. But definitely try it out. I playtested this card in the main deck. It didn't work too well for me, and I just ended up, like, once I drew it, I'm like, shoot, like, you know what? That's all up to personal preference on what you guys want to play in the deck. But just use my side deck as a guide to what you guys can play in your own deck. You guys can even main deck this card if you guys would want. So that's pretty much it for the side. Let's go out to your extra deck. Alright guys, for your extra deck, you're going to play double Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. You guys all know how easily this card can actually be brought out with Itemize, with Dark Magician, which is really good. And being able to protect Eternal Soul and also Circle is just really crucial in the deck. And Eternal Soul can always constantly revive this card back from the graveyard, which is really good. Number 21, Dragulus, the Vampiric Dragon, the only level 6 monster I play. You can actually make this card off, what is it called? Double Apprentice Illusion Magician. But you barely use the extra deck anyways, aside from Dark Magician, the Dragon Destroyer. But these cards just in there just in case. The only one that you're going to be going to the most is definitely Ebon Illusion Magician, Red Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon, Big Eye, Dragozak, number 41 Galaxy Tomahawk. You can actually tutor out this card by using 2 Dark Magicians and actually make this card bring out 4 tokens and actually have access to your link plays, which is Proxy Dragon, Decode, and Firewall Dragon. These are just in there just in case, guys, but you never use the extra deck in my personal opinion. Like you rarely use it, but yeah, Firewall, Decode, Proxy just for the Tomahawk. And now for a Cherry's target, you're playing Spiral Double Helix and also ABC Buster Dragon. If you guys are asking why I made this card, the reason why I made these cards is because I do side deck Cherry, so make sure you guys remember that these cards are just in here for the Cherry's target. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the description box below. This deck is a deck that's able to compete in today's meta currently with the meta we're having so far. Being able to combat, against today's meta, going second is just really amazing to actually have access to going second cards is really good. In the main deck, you have 10 cards that actually have access to going second to actually wreck spiral boards and things like that. So I believe that this deck is actually a solid deck to actually play in today's metagame. It's a really fun deck as well, and I love this deck with a passion. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys slap the thumbs up button, and this is Sam from Team Sarah Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.
The family, what else? Friends of the family, yeah. Do it for the friends of the family. Who else? Friends of the family, yeah. Do it for the friends of the family. Friends of the family. Do it. You don't know them, you don't know me, then.